Hello there.
Do we say
Hello.
happy Halloween? Do we say trick or treat?
Trick or treat.
Are we on the giving or the receiving side?
We're a little bit of tricks, little bit of treats. So
That's fair. Hello. Hi, everybody. How's
what's
it going?
going on, everybody?
It is the eve to All Hallows Eve.
Hallows Eve?
Yeah.
Okay.
All Hallows Eve is another name for Halloween.
So is it the Eve?
That's what I'm saying. It's the
Okay.
eve to All Hallows Eve.
Okay. Gotcha.
We've over-explained this. How's it going, everybody? Jeffrey says this is a treat. Well, thank you.
Yes.
We are still working on Halloween costumes. We're barely working on Halloween costumes. I feel like so while we're telling our stories, tell us, are you dressing up for Halloween? What are your Halloween plans? Are you ready for Halloween? Because we were on top of it this year. I think most of our costumes were bought back in like mid-September. Like we were waiting for Spirit Halloween to open up.
Yes. But I think this year was a little bit different because we let our kids choose their costumes, but also ours. Like we let them pair with us, or we paired with them.
Kind of. Yes
right?
and no, because like our daughter wanted to go as like a little group costume with you. Our son wanted to do his own thing. And so I was like, well, I guess I'll be K-pop Demon Hunters. And so I bought like, I don't even know, 4 different costumes. And not necessarily for Halloween, but just to use in different places. I was going to do a Zoe costume.
You don't know when you need a costume.
You don't know when. And I'm ready. Kind of. Halfway. So I was going to do a Zoe, but I was going to do like the undercover Zoe with the fuzzy bucket hat. I was going to make my own helmet wig because I was like, this seems like a fun new hobby. And if I start it in the beginning of September, I have plenty of time to figure it out by Halloween. And I worked on it like really extensively for a week or two. No, it was maybe even longer. And then I hit a little snag. And then I hit another little snag, and then I hit a big snag, and I completely dropped it.
I think
never to be touched again.
I'm going to give you the cop out. It's like life happened.
A lot of life has happened, yeah.
So then it was just life happened, and those took a back seat. The priorities shifted.
It did, but I think the fact that I hit a big snag. So essentially, what happened is I cut the wig up, I crimped it, I made the wefts. I did all of the things to like put the wig back together. I made the helmet piece of it, all of it. And I go to start gluing it on. And when I'm watching all these tutorials, they're using like a good amount of glue. And when I did it, it was like way too much glue. So then it's just like stiff and it doesn't look like hair anymore. And I was like, well,
it's like a true helmet.
Like a true helmet. It was not cute. And I was like, I'm not going to do this. So then I was like, well, let me buy another wig and I'll just try to style it. And then I can buy the yellow bucket hat. Well, I didn't remember to buy the yellow bucket hat until
it was too late.
Tuesday, I think, and it was too late to get any of them in. So anyway, so now I'm doing I don't know if my son even cares, but I'm doing a group costume with him now. So I got my costume today in the mail. I got a wig yesterday, and it's like the cheapest of cosplay wigs. So I'm like, instead of going all in this wig making and like trying to make a helmet wig from scratch with no previous like practice in this at all, I'm like, let me try wig styling. So that's what I was doing before.
I feel like you're ADHD. Like, I'm gonna learn this hobby in a day.
Yeah.
Kicked in, and then you're like, nah, I'm not gonna learn it in a day. So you gave it up.
I just gave it up. I know. And I really did buy a lot
of all the tools.
The things. Like I bought like a nicer.
It always reminds me of
steamer.
that reel of like, I have a hyperfixation. I'm gonna spend thousands of dollars, and it's done.
I know.
Moving on to the next.
And what
thing.
did I do today? I invested in a new hyperfixation. Here's the thing with that.
Hey,
though.
You know what? It's okay. I understand. I understand completely. That's why I have no qualms about it.
I know.
Is that the correct term?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you have ADHD.
Yes.
I am slowly starting to realize I probably also have ADHD.
You know, it could be you learned it from me.
Osmosised it from you.
You learned it from watching me.
I think I've always probably had it because like I can't sit still. You know this. Like me sitting still, like even if I'm sick and I've been on the couch for like half a day, I'm like, kill me. I cannot lay here any longer. I need to go do something. Like, even sitting here for like a live stream, I was seriously considering asking you, like, could we bring a puzzle up here and like puzzle while we live stream? Because I just need my hands to be busy. We were watching a TV show today, and it was like a really sad part. And I'm like playing solitaire on my phone because I'm like, I just need to keep
while I'm
my
over
hands
there
moving,
crying my eyes out.
Our son comforted you,
Yeah, he
and
did.
I thought that was more important that he comforted you in that moment, and y'all had that bonding experience, than to let my high score go.
Well, I appreciate that.
Okay, let's go back. Mary says, Happy Halloween. Thornwolf says, we're not doing anything tomorrow. Tried out a fall today. Taking it easy. I'm sorry to hear that. That's
yes, take it
unfortunate. Cal is working. Jeffrey says, Halloween plans. Lunch with my dad and out of town visiting aunt. Afternoon hockey. There's always hockey with Jeffrey. And probably a quiet even. I don't think there will be any trick-or-treaters in your new neighborhood. Yeah, because you moved recently. So this will be... You got to scope out.
The trunk or treat. I think that's like
too much Tylenol.
It's the. I think that's the next, like, evolution. Like it. I mean, I know it happens, right? Like they have the schools. They have like this.
I like the.
But
trunk
I
or
kind of
treat.
feel like that's what it needs to go to instead of it coming to the house. Like here's like we're gonna go have the parking lot, have the trunk or treat. Because then you could like decorate, and it's not decorating like everything. It's just here's this, and here's like a theme, and then you could go look at other ones and stuff.
I had fun the one year that we trunk or treated.
Yeah,
it was right after you'd finished building BB-8. I think it was like the year you had finished him, and we had driven him to Orlando for Celebration Orlando, and so we did a whole.
I finished it, and I'm showing him off to everything.
Everybody, it doesn't matter the occasion. You're gonna put a spooky mask on him for Halloween, a Santa hat for Christmas. He was everywhere. It was this one.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't see it. My hand's just like disappearing off to the side, but it was this little boy.
Okay.
But yeah, so we did. Did we have the cricket yet? We must have had the cricket. We weren't that crazy, but we did the scroll, and we did it on these poster boards, and then we laid it in the back of my car, so it was like at an angle. We had red and blue string lights that we had. It like we did a really good job with it. Our son was really little at the time. He was like the tiniest little Kylo Ren. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. But I really did like a trunk or treat,
right? And then you could just like fold it all up, pack it away, and it's done.
And so we've done a few over the years. We didn't do one this year. We just decorated for Halloween yesterday. Cal says it was really cool to see how people decorated their cars, some comic book styling, some traditional Halloween. That's fun. Yeah, I love it because I think then because it's so condensed down, you really like lean into whatever the theme is of your car, and it's cool.
Yeah,
like you said, you're not having to decorate all of this because like I basically just got all of our Halloween decorations out of the attic yesterday, and I was like, "Here, kids, put things." Places,
and then hopefully they put it somewhere where it's not like hidden, where you're like, oh my gosh, like December you're finding bats and spiders.
There was a few things our daughter put up, and I was like, I'm not gonna find that anytime soon. Patrick says, hey guys, I'll be stopping by Endless Bummer after my half day tomorrow and then do something with the kids. It sounds fun. Let me see. Witnessed a blow-up chicken wielding a purple lightsaber. Ick named Bob is here. Katie says the kid and I will be at the high school playoff football game. Congrats on that. Working concessions is Mr. Smee doing a Pirates theme, and then the kid will be Luke in his balcony.
We don't.
For the marching band. Bob says, did you buy the Home Depot R2-D2? No. We didn't even look for it, to be honest.
Well, no. I looked.
Oh, I
looked.
Didn't. Sorry.
But it was like out of stock. So it's like one of those things that you have to be on all the time.
Constantly. Hey, Sonfield.
But it got me thinking, Bob. Like I was like, that I just need to print one. Then I have a holiday one. It'll just like sit.
Why buy one for $2.99 from Home Depot when you could make one for $2,000?
No, it's not gonna be that much.
It's gonna be more. I know.
No, it's gonna.
I don't know how you can say that with a straight face. How much was this?
For the filament or for the paint?
For all
of it? I don't
all
know.
of him. 'Cause
Back
he's
then,
got-
they didn't have accounting sheets for 3D prints.
Okay. They didn't have accounting sheets. Bust out your abacus.
Yeah.
I've always wanted an R2.
Yeah.
Like R2 is probably my favorite droid. I feel like it is the hero of Star Wars in my eyes. So I love BB-8. Don't get mad at me, but R2.
Yeah, I think
That'd be dope.
that's another one.
But where
I'm
do
gonna
we
start
put 'em?
getting back into printing. Feels like I've neglected an old friend.
That's called a rehyperfixation,
Yeah.
folks. Because now we need a new printer. Well, to be
Maybe
fair,
I'm justifying like
though,
a new printer. So
mhm. But to be fair, you have had the 3D printer you're actually printing something on right now. You printed this one on?
no, the second one.
You printed the second one, but that's like 6,
And then
7.
arm-
Oh my
like
god, not
tons of-
6, 7 years. It's like 6 years old.
You're triggering the.
Maybe
young-
8.
the
Okay, we'll go
youth.
with 8. 7, 8 years old. Let me see.
See, I need a chopper. There's just a lot that
Oh
I
yeah,
should-
chopper is good.
print, even if it's static. I think that's where I would always stop myself because I was like, oh, I needed to get to move and do other stuff, and instead I could just
You just print it.
do a static one.
Like, where are we gonna take it?
I don't know. Take it
Oh.
anywhere.
Trunk or treat. Here we
Yeah.
come. Bob says sign up for Track-a-Lacker, which is a great name. The alerts are better and faster than Home Depot's own. Ah. Thornwolf says kind of want to pick up the holiday R2 from Walt Disney World for the personality chip. We've never been big. Hello, Pixelated Gamer. We've never been big on building. You know what? Actually, I've never built a droid in Batu. Neither of you.
No.
We've never actually like witnessed the process with
Only our
our
kid.
Ojos. Yeah, our son got to do it because his aunt
We
was,
have several of them. We have a BD.
yeah,
couple
but
of the
like from
R-
Droid
R
Depot, we
series,
only have the one.
the SK.
Oh yeah,
So
but like actually building it, we only have the one, and that was because his aunt was.
we're
Watching
we're
him.
the reason why they're charging more for it.
I know prices are like went up crazy. I think we talked about it on the last stream. Katie says, but 789. Yeah. So, alas, we did get to go. We went to a Halloween party last weekend, and that was really fun.
That was the adult.
It was an
party.
adult Halloween party, but it was really cool because costumes were, I think, required for the party. But like everybody dressed up, and it was in New York City, so like everybody was dressed up,
Yeah.
like a lot. It
Yeah.
wasn't. We were making the joke when we were trying to figure out what we wanted to be, to dress up as, not what we wanted to be, like philosophically. So we kept walking around, and I was like, I'm just gonna put ears on and be like, I'm a mouse, duh, like from Mean Girls. So then every costume we were trying to come up with, it was like, I'm a devil, duh. But there was it really wasn't like that. Everybody was like really, really dressed up. There was this one woman who they were like mirrored, but she had this huge, like structured skirt on that was mirrored with like red mirrors all over it. And then she had like a carousel. It was a merry-go-round, right?
Okay.
Wasn't that what it was? Yeah, it wasn't a carousel. Those go this way. That would have been weird. It was a merry-go-round. And she had these like mirrored animals hanging off the bottom of her skirt. I'm like, how do you go to the bathroom in that thing? Like the logistics of that. And then there were women that had skirts that were like clouds, and they had like raindrops falling off of it, or like a huge headpiece. Anyway, it was really cool to see all that stuff in
Yeah.
person. We were skeletons, duh. Skeleton crew. Oh man, why didn't we think of that
We
beforehand?
should have.
It was fun though. That was a good time, and it was nice to just kind of get away. Like you were saying, there's been a lot of like life lately, and so to just be able to like get away. We didn't have the kids with us.
I think that's definitely a recommendation. Like when there's like a lot of stress, like it's. I know we tend to travel a lot, but we're typically busy on those travel.
like we're working.
Yeah. So being able to relax and kind of have fun on the travel is fun.
Yeah. Having fun is fun.
Well, but like not having
Philosophical.
not having to work or not having to like do anything.
Oh, I completely unplugged
Yeah.
too. Like I put out of offices for my jobs and I was like, I will be unreachable. Like don't try. And I didn't open my email once the entire weekend, and that's so rare for
Coming
me
back
to do.
of having to come back to like
Híjole. Today was the first
1,000
day.
emails.
I know. I worked until really late last night. We ate dinner very late last night because I was like, oh, God, I have 5 more things to do. I'm so sorry. Oh, Brent's here. Hello.
Dang, Brent.
Cal says, I wonder how many people have 100% completed Galaxy's Edge. That's a good point. Like, now when you say completed, do you mean like bought every single thing that they have to offer there, met all of the characters, eaten every food item, drank every drink, built every type of lightsaber, including like the OG set and the second set, or just done every activity? Oh, I bet doing every activity, I think that's a high. Because the only thing we haven't done, there's 2 things we haven't done. We personally haven't built a droid, but our son has.
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't done the capture your moment photo session.
But that's a new one.
But that's fairly new. It's like a year plus. But everything else we've done the bounty hunts, we've done, and it depends too on which Galaxy's Edge, because there's the creature hunt in land that they don't have at World.
And they have that that nighttime show too.
And the nighttime show, which we've done those.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it depends on your 100%. Because we do spend a lot of time.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's kind of like home base.
Cal says, how many people did every storyline on Star Cruiser? That's a much smaller percentage.
No, the crazy thing is remember they had the little badges?
Oh, yeah.
And
like in your app.
You got badges for all the storylines you did that they had. But wasn't it like the First Order one? They stopped giving that badge out like halfway through.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't recall that.
So it was like at the beginning it was a badge, but then later on it wasn't a badge or something like that. It
like
was
the loyalists, the First Order loyalists?
Yeah, there was like one badge or something like that you couldn't get later on.
That's interesting.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't remember
Someone
that.
out there, but
many moons ago that happened. Yeah, no, I like that. How many people have 100% completed Galaxy's Edge? Cal says, I will forever treasure my Star Cruiser engineer badge. Can you even pull those up on the app anymore?
Oh, talking about the engineer badge, but engineering, we have, there's someone in here that comes in Tinius.
Oh, yeah.
And he does like these really cool, like, offices, garages, like they'll do like the kind of greeblies and panels and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
But he just posted about some like experience. I don't know if it's like a game or like what. I just like saw it and while I was scrolling, and I was like, oh man, this is some, because like I know what he does is great.
Yeah.
So I was like, I wanted what was
like
his
it was
participation?
Star Wars themed or
No, it's just like I think space themed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but it had on the little tags like immersive experience type of thing. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Ooh.
So
was it called Bridge Command? Oh, and the reason I say that, I've got something in my eye. I just looked at like the relays. I'm like delayed. There's something in my eye. And it's like
that fly.
Oh, no, I killed that fly today. I had a fly in our house for like 24 hours, and I don't know why, but like my stress levels were like tenfold.
It was like a bully fly though. It was like it would like come fly into your face, and
it would just like zoom like right around, like it would swirl around your head. Like I was a very brave fly. But as soon as I found my fly swat, I had to like move our chest freezer out of the way because I'm like, I know it's down here somewhere. And it felt like a movie where I had like bags and there's rulers back there. There's all kinds of junk back there. And then finally I found it. And of course you weren't in the room when I killed it. We were trying like all day.
Yeah.
Got it though. riveting content, you know. Oh, so I was going to talk about that. So you're talking about a game that he posted, and I'm jokingly saying Bridge Command, but Halcyon was 2 weeks ago. I think I can talk about this. I don't know why I can't, so I'm just going to talk about it. But Bridge Command was Halcyon was 2 weeks ago, and that was the last time we live streamed because there were people that were like, we just got to our hotel room from Halcyon from first night. But there was a couple of panelists there that have reached out to me and wanted to do like basically there's an activity that you can do in London that's called Bridge Command, where it's like bridge training on Star Cruiser. They give you outfits, they do all of these things, they run you through missions. There are characters in the bridge with you. And I think the event itself runs about 2 hours. So it's not a full Star Cruiser, like 2-night commitment or anything like that. But they do it and it's in London. And it's supposed to be like really, really well done. So they're running it through 2026. Anyway, a couple of the panelists reached out to me. They're like, we'd like to put a group trip together. And can you do it? Basically, they're like, we don't know how to do that. Can you do that? You do group trips. I was like, heck yeah. This is my jam. I'm so excited about this. And so we put an interest form out there to people, and we've had actually a surprising amount of people that signed up for it. Just trying to gain interest of like when people can go, budgets, what types of activities. So there's a lot of like really cool immersive experiences there, but then there's just really fun things to do. There's obviously like the touristy London stuff, like going to do river cruises and double-decker buses and all of these things. Oh, Jason's in here, says it's an experiential installation like Meow Wolf, I think. I think it may be a little more like Star Cruiser in that you have like objectives and missions. Because with Meow Wolf, that one you just kind of like go out and explore. And I think you have objectives with this one, from what I can tell. But anyway, so we're putting together a group trip for next year. So I should probably at some point drop a link to that interest form if anybody here is interested in going to that. Because I'm working on that one right now, which will be sometime in 2026. And then we have Good Journey.
Yeah.
Which is a cruise on the Disney Wish. It is the closest, a Disney cruise is the closest thing we can get to a Star Cruise. So this will be our third year doing it for the Star Cruiser community. At this point, because we're so far removed from Star Cruiser being something that people could experience it, I'm kind of like saying it's more of a for Star Wars fans and Disney fans. Like, well, Disney, I guess Disney Star Wars, if you wanted to qualify it like that.
Oh.
We'll get into that later. But yeah, so that's going on. The reason I bring it up is I can't even tell you, dozens of emails today because they're like, your final payment. I don't know why Disney does this. They'll be like, your final payment's due soon. And it's due in 1 month. But they'll be like, your final payment's due soon. Don't forget to make your final payment. I'm like, so I got it for every single cabin I've booked on this cruise. I was like, oh my gosh. Jeffrey says, I didn't know about that when I was there a few months ago. Went to the Warner Brothers studio tour with Harry Potter. Yeah, so that's one of the things that I think we may do that I put on the form was doing the Warner Brothers studio tour, going to see a show in the West End like The Cursed Child, or maybe the Stranger Things show I think is also there. Doing like the double-decker buses, doing just some of the other things. And then maybe if people are interested in it, tacking on a couple of days to go to Paris and see obviously the Eiffel Tower, but more importantly, Disneyland Paris as well. Katie says, interested? Yes. Funds for? Not even close. Yeah, I know. Travel has been ever increasing cost. Everything is an ever increasing cost lately. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so yeah. New Hope says he was talking about the 10 years taking on. So maybe it is just more of a
he
visual
said
thing.
the name of it up top, but I think we already passed it in the comments. Jeffrey says it's weird. Final payment is the end of next month for when my cruise about 12 days earlier was due 2 weeks ago. Group cruises have different final payment times. They don't. Atlas 9 is the name of it. They don't. Jeffrey, the difference with yours is that yours is the newest cruise ship, and so they require payment sooner for inaugural seasons. So otherwise it's 90 days. But yeah, sometimes they do some weird things where they're like, we got to pay it extra early. Like, okay. nonsensical. But yeah, we didn't actually do a group rate. I had a few people ask me that too. We didn't do a group rate with Disney for this one, and I didn't do it for the first one either because there is really and truly like this much benefit to doing a group rate with Disney.
Very little.
Very little. Basically, you have to lock in exactly how many cabins you need, what types of cabins, who all is going to be in those cabins. So like you can't go from 2 people in a cabin to 3 people in a cabin because that technically changes the category. If you need like a pull down bed or 3 to 4, like then you need a different type of cabin to accommodate 4 people or even 5 people. And then I think we got like a 1-hour cocktail hour. And that truly was it. There's like no special pricing. Like it just really locked in your pricing, but you had to have everything up front. I'm like, it's not worth it. Like if you book early, you save more money than if you were to go book it right before the cruise, but we give ample time for those things. So yeah, so that's coming up. So I'm excited. I've still got people signing up for it.
Dang.
From HouseCon. Like I've actually had a good amount of
but yeah, everybody just kind of
like increased interest in it from the last few weeks, and so I've been quoting a lot of that. So that's been fun. Jeffrey says, learn something new. I was thinking Destiny or Adventure for 2027, so I'll keep that in mind. Adventure has been another interesting one because it got delayed. I don't know if you guys know that, but that's the newest ship that's cruising out of Singapore right now. And
yeah.
Disney didn't build that ship. They bought that ship, and it's laid out very, very differently. It's actually laid out more like a Royal Caribbean ship than anything, where they have like internal balconies and external balcony rooms. And I have somebody who actually ended up rebooking them because they were booked in January and the ship won't be ready in December when it was supposed to be. They pushed it out to March. So they canceled everybody, but they gave them a really good deal to rebook. And so I was able to get my client on the maiden voyage, the new maiden voyage.
Oh, the new one.
The newer maiden.
So hopefully,
the next
fingers crossed.
Voyage. Oh my God, don't say that. I'm hoping that they pushed it that far out because of that. But anyway, it operates so different than a regular Disney cruise. Disney cruise is known for their rotational dining, where they have 3 restaurants on board and you rotate between them. So if you're on a 3-night cruise, you hit each of them once. If you're on a 4-night cruise, you hit one twice, right? Yeah. Easy. This cruise ship has like 6 restaurants, and you don't. It has 6 restaurants, and basically your rotational dining goes like this. You hit 3 restaurants and 3 restaurants only, and then you circle back to your first dining.
Oh, so you don't even go to the other ones?
No. It's weird. It's super weird. And of course, I'm like having to request like specific dining, and like I'm like, okay, I need this, and they're like, we don't know. And I'm like,
because they don't know
they don't know how to plan they don't know how the rotations are because it's so different than any other one. Yeah. That's crazy. Katie says, what is it delayed like a month? It was delayed 4 months, which is significant.
Hyperspace Lounge, is it worth booking a whole cruise?
That's what we're going for. That's why we're back on the Wish.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to speak to.
I mean,
you can give your true feelings.
It's about a nice. I wish it was better themed.
Yeah.
I wish it felt more like Oga's, because it feels more like. Yeah, it's a little bit like subpar from Sublight, but it's still nice to have like something.
Yeah.
But I wish it was better. Even with like they have the cargo bay for the kids. Like that's really well made.
Really well made. It feels like with Hyperspace Lounge, they didn't quite know what the space was going to be, and then like constructing it felt rushed.
And then it feels even worse when you go see like the
Haunted Mansion.
The Haunted Mansion stuff.
Exactly.
They do a whole bunch of stuff over there.
So Disney Wish has Hyperspace Lounge, and then the Disney Treasure and the Disney Destiny, which are all the same ship class. So it's the exact same space. Those 2 newer ships have the Haunted Mansion parlor, and it's just like mind blowing. Like that, those 2
I haven't
spaces,
seen it yet. So
those 2 spaces, honestly, are Star Cruiser engineering room level detail and quality. Like the rooms where it had just like lots of junk in them. The engineering room, like in the basement.
Hyperspace?
No. Haunted Mansion parlor.
Okay, yeah.
Hyperspace Lounge is like very lightly themed. The drinks are good. And you get to see a lot of ships go by. And so that's why we're going, because it's like the only cruise ship where you can actually get Star Wars stuff, and we've done it before. And then also just like the port that it comes out of, the fact that it's over a weekend, like it's the most convenient of Disney cruises to go on. But Haunted Mansion Parlor, man, like, oh my God. I'm so excited. I'm very lucky that our travel agency got invited to go on a preview sailing. I guess we're on the christening sailing of the Disney Destiny, which is
the new one,
the newest ship. Because there's the Disney Destiny and then the Adventure, but we're not going to Singapore. We weren't invited to that one.
Not yet.
Not that. Would be nice though. When they pay for travel, that'd be really nice. But so I'm going on the Disney Destiny in a couple of weeks, and I get to go back to the Haunted Mansion Parlor. And they announced that there's going to be like a scavenger hunt. So if you
isn't there going to be a magician too?
There is. It's like Dr. Facilier is going to be a magician. Like you're like, wow.
I'm trying to think of like a card trick. I don't have any. Nothing up my sleeves.
Just like reaching. There's a coin. But there's like a Haunted Mansion scavenger hunt, but you have to have the Disney cruise, like Disney Band or like a Magic Band Plus to do it. So I'm almost wondering if it's like
the screens, like a game, like the kids game.
Yeah, they have that. But this is like Haunted Mansion specifically.
Okay.
And
so
you have to have the Magic Band Plus.
Mm.
Oh, you know what though? Yeah, they're going to have there's a Doctor Strange themed bar, and then there's the Dr. Facilier or Doctor Strange. One of them is a magician, and they're going to do tricks. But I think it's like an invite only type of thing.
Mm.
I don't know. We'll see.
I'll know
more in 2 weeks.
Report back.
I'll know more in 2 weeks. Anyway, I'm going to have to figure out a Magic Band Plus for this thing, because I love a scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to do that one. Ask Peter about card tricks. Watch, we've said his name. He's going to just appear now. Yeah. Jason says Singapore's fun. You should go anyway. I want to hit all the parks. But I'm thinking if with this London trip, and if we tack on Paris, Disneyland Paris, I've done it, but you guys haven't. So that gets us even
one park closer.
Yeah. Jeffrey says, I'd love to go back to Singapore. I'll have to see what's going on with the Disney Adventure and maybe do a back-to-back or side-to-side when I'm there. The ship looks gorgeous. Like, I honestly, just based off like the concept art I've seen, that's probably the most beautiful Disney cruise ship, because it's not the Wish class ships. I'm not a big fan of it's a huge improvement from the Disney Wish to the Disney Treasure in terms of like theming and details, which you haven't seen either of them, because I get invited to like the preview sailing, so I go by myself.
I'm like this, like looking at your screen.
No, I just send you like I send you everything, like, oh my God,
it's all moving.
I'm like, look at this couch.
Look at this.
You get my excited, like unpolished content where I'm just like, ah!
There's this.
Yeah. Jeffrey says it's like the thing on the Disney Wish. I don't think so. I think the scavenger hunt is very different. But I think all 3 of the Wish class ships will have the screens, like the art that turns into the screens. I'll have to find out. Joe says, I just realized our Disneyland trip is oh my gosh, it is in less than 2 weeks. Don't say you should probably start planning for that. We have done extensive planning for that. But I like the way you think. Maybe after Halloween I can start thinking about that. See, that's how I am. So we got back from our fun Halloween weekend away in the city, and then I was like, okay, so what am I gonna be for Halloween? Because we got back Monday, and then Tuesday I was like, what am I gonna be? I was like, oh, I don't have a costume actually. And then I was gonna be Straw Hat Luffy. That was my number one choice, honestly. However, because I would have worn my vest buttoned up. He sometimes lets it flow. It's not appropriate. But all of the costumes that they sold had the chest open and then like a printed chest. I was like, no. And then, because really all he wears is just a red vest and like cutoff shorts. And you have cutoffs that I could probably have made work. Yeah. But just to buy a red vest alone was like $35. And then I'd have to buy
we don't have Joann's anymore.
We don't have Joann's anymore.
whip one up. Real
whip
quick.
one up, and then I would have to buy the hat and a wig and like all this stuff. And at that point, I was like, "This is gonna be $100 for like a super silly costume." And so,
Can I make a bit of a like?
would you
like
have
a
been
confession?
mad if I had been?
No.
Oh,
It's on One Piece, right? Like you probably heard us talking about it. Like now I'm in it. I think I feel like I'm like
it's all consuming at the moment.
it's all
yes.
consuming. But I told you, I was like, hey, wouldn't it be crazy
Okay.
if we were to get your mom to start watching this? And I was like, wouldn't it be funny? Because like she's not that, doesn't seem that type of person that would watch it. But the fact that she asked, no, wait, what's the One Piece?
Yeah,
Like
today we were watching this. She was like, "What is one?"
And
the
so I
One
was just
Piece?"
like, hold on.
Then you went on a 20-minute monologue, you and our son, and she was like, "So that's the One Piece?"
but
I'm
our
like, "You're not."
Our
answering
son
her
was the same way. He was like, what did you say? And he was like, yeah, this person was this is this.
But you went into like, you weren't even like, you started with the story and the background of it, and then you're like, and it has ties to real world problems, like the politics here. And you were just like, kept going and kept going. And I was just like, I was watching because I was like, I think you forgot what her question was.
I didn't forget.
It was
Because it's not an easy answer.
It was
It's
just such an easy answer. What is the One Piece?
There's
It's
you don't
treasure.
know.
It's hidden treasure.
No, that's the thing is
You
we
don't know what the treasure is.
We don't know what it is.
No, but we don't know what the treasure is. It's just like X marks the spot, and then you open it up, and it's like, oh, the treasure was the friends we made along the way,
Yeah.
type of thing. We don't know what it is,
Yeah.
but we know it's a treasure everybody's after. That's it.
Yeah,
Easy.
I don't think it's that easy.
Concise. Let me see. KD says Peter did get a Sweet Roosevelt's box. Yeah, he got all of the Back to the
Oh,
Future
just wait till
stuff.
tomorrow, Katie.
What?
With the Roosevelt's box.
Oh yeah, we got some Roosevelt stuff. We gotta open it.
Got it in today, so
We gotta make a content. I gotta figure out what we're gonna do. Here, I have a question. Help us make some content. I have my walking pad, and I had done. I like saying a content. It makes me, in my head, it makes me laugh. I did a content where I was standing in front of the helmet walls behind Steven and walking on the walking pad and like putting on different outfits.
I kind of just want to do it on the table, like turn it around. And,
bam.
Yeah.
I think it's fun when you wear it because people like see. Anyway, so we're gonna do an unboxing video. KD says boxing opening live like right now.
Ooh.
I'm not carrying that box. That box was heavy. but after I had
it's really hard not to open it because I'm like, ooh, I want to see what's inside.
I know, but we have like other things that we need to do, so we're like, but we also at that same time, Steven had bought this rotating stand, and you can stand on it. This thing holds like 250, maybe even more pounds on it. It doesn't look like it should. It looks like it's like a 12-inch disc. And so he was going to use it to like film the helmets and everything, but you can stand on it and you can turn it like it's remote controlled and you can turn it. So I was like, well, should we do that? And then we like turn it and then it's like, and then it's the next, like a bird, like a pigeon. Why I made a pigeon voice. But then go to the next outfit. So do we do the walking pad? I also feel like you're probably going to be doing more of it because it's probably more like men's stuff. Yeah. But do we do the walking pad or do we do the rotate? And do we film a behind the scenes because inevitably one of us is going to absolutely eat it when we're filming this?
I think so.
Katie says you are the real treasure.
One Piece.
Cal says, what do y'all know about that One Punch Life? It's on the list. The One Punch Man, is that it? Right?
Yeah.
It's on the list. We have other ones that I think.
I saw season 3 though, Cal. People are kind of dissing it because there was like not some great animation.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. It's interesting. Like they said, season 1, I think was peak, 2 was peak, and 3 kind of, they're just getting there.
Here's where we are right now.
But yes, right now, like the house is
all One Piece
all
all
on the
time.
Grand Line.
And we do have some other ones that we really do want to watch.
Solo
But
Leveling.
again, Solo Leveling, because it won like all the
Yep.
Crunchyroll awards last year. We also want to watch Chainsaw Man because the
Movie came out.
movie
It's
just
number
came
one
out.
right now.
Is
So,
it?
Yeah.
And then I want to watch Has Been Hotel, which I don't think is an anime because it wasn't Japanese, but I've heard that one's really, really good too.
Yeah.
But that's like a after hours type of watch. Cal says, to be honest, I didn't like the season 2 animation as much as season 1.
See.
Saitama is a great character, but didn't the director walk out
Um,
on One Punch Man?
I don't know.
Which one are
That's
you
a good
talking
one.
about? Let me know.
One Punch.
One Punch. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we have a handful of ones that we're trying to start watching. We also talked about maybe watching Breaking Bad for like the 17th time and actually getting through it this time.
One day.
One day.
I think I've watched it all like on the Facebook when they post those little clips
He
where
watches
it has
the
like
reels where it's got the line through
the line
it,
through it where
or it's like
or backwards,
Yeah.
inverted.
Or like
the voices are pitched different.
Yep.
I feel like I've watched all of Breaking Bad through those things.
You also watched a lot of Malcolm in the Middle that way too.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I think it's just Bryan Cranston.
Oh,
being
I
pushed.
did finish a show last night. I just finished Only Murders in the Building, and I almost murdered our TV last night. I was so mad. Oh my gosh. So I bebop all over the house to where I watch my shows. I'll watch them in the living room if I want to play my game on my phone. If I want to puzzle, I'll use your iPad. Last night I was like, I don't want to do anything. I just want to like lay in bed, play my game, and watch my show. And so I put it on. Unbeknownst to me, this man has 5 YouTube tabs open in Chrome, which probably ate
It's
all.
not my fault.
I think that ate all of my internet. Just all the way up. And so I open up Hulu and I'm like, okay, we're moving towards the climax of this season. Like it's getting there. And I had 2 episodes left. And so I start the first one and it's just like freezing like every 5 seconds, and it's freezing for about 5 seconds at a time. And I put up with it for longer than I should have, maybe like 5-10 minutes into the episode. And I was like, forget it. I'm just going to get out of Hulu and then go in Disney Plus and watch it through Disney Plus.
I think that's what happened is like they're not supporting because
But
you're
that's
watching
how
it
I've
off
been
of
watching
like
it on your
the
iPad.
TV.
Oh no, I've been
app,
watching it on
the TV app of Hulu. So who knows how long and how much of like
See ya,
no
Cal.
service or no updates they've had to it.
I don't know, but trying to navigate I go into Disney Plus, I click on the Hulu button. Trash. Absolute trash. You can't search. The categories are garbage. I'm watching Only Murders in the Building. I'm not watching some super obscure show that didn't just end this week. It should be at the very top of Hulu. I don't understand. Disney knows I watched this show. Anyway, that's not even my rant. So finally I have to go search for it. I find it. I start it. I have to like find my place again. I watched the first episode. Well, it doesn't autoplay the second episode, the final episode of the season. And I'm like, well, weird. So of course it freezes. I can't get it to play. So I have to back all the way back out of Disney Plus. I have to go all the way back in. I have to search all the way again to find it. I'm not happy at this point. I finally get it. I turn the thing. Nobody else in the house watches this. We don't share our Disney account with anybody. Disney, if you're listening, we do not share our account with anybody. But we really don't. So I get in there. I click on the last episode and I'm watching it and I'm like, why is everybody so happy? I thought we were all close to death and there's the murderer and all these things. And I'm like, we're about to find out who the murderer is. Everybody's happy. It seems like we're resolving things. And I'm like, wait a second. I pause it. It had started me 5 minutes before the end of the final episode. So I find out who the murderer is. I find out where everybody ends up. I have to rewind the whole thing back and watch the episode in reverse to then rewatch it.
You watched it like Memento style.
That's probably why, because we were talking about that show this weekend. Oh my gosh, I'm so mad. I'm
Um,
so mad.
so on that, we're talking about movies. We're talking about now Disney, and we didn't talk about it. Well, I think the news came out, or like the information came out.
I think it was last week.
It was like Adam Driver was talking about how he and Steven Soderbergh pitched a movie of Ben Solo,
Yeah.
and I was just kind of like, it's such a weird time that information would come out. So it was like, was it like a, here we're gonna say this kind of information, because it's just like so wild that like their main bad guy, their new Vader, Steven Soderbergh, you know, continuing that sequel trilogy. Like, why not? And like, why not? But then it also gets me thinking, Adam Driver's not really that kind of like type of bullshitter. Like, he doesn't seem like Hollywood
That we know of. We
that
don't
we
know
know
him
of. That we know of.
personally.
Like, I don't know him, but he doesn't seem like Hollywood,
Yeah.
where he's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna do this to create buzz.
Who? Okay, here's a few
And
questions.
I think there's like an interview with Soderbergh saying like, yeah, this is the, you know.
Okay, so there's an interview with him.
I think so.
So I heard about the news. I didn't look into it because not hearing about a movie that could have been and never will be does absolutely nothing for me. I don't need to know that information.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I can't watch that movie. I don't need to know about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Steven Soderbergh did an interview about it, if Adam Driver did an interview about it. I don't know if Lucasfilm leaked it, if somehow it just leaked its way into the press. I would be interested to know how it happened, because I think that would tell you the real intentions of it.
Yeah.
Is Lucasfilm leaking it and it's like,
maybe,
oh man, fans are really upset about this movie?
because there's like people
Maybe.
really, putting some, putting like flying a plane around.
There was
up,
an
like,
ad in Times Square.
Yeah, like all this different stuff. And I'm like, man, that is some fighting for something that never even saw the day of light until a week ago.
Yeah. Katie says, did you catch Wrecker's backdoor rumors on the Dad Batch last week? Mike and the boys touched on it this week. I have not.
Yeah.
Hey, Chad. Hey, Chad's here. Chad's never at our live streams anymore. Hello. Yeah, so I'd be curious where the rumors started. But again, if I will never get to see this movie, I don't care about what it's about.
So my next question is, did Iger, he was the hero that lived long enough to become the villain?
Dude.
I love just like, it's like such a perfect, I think.
It's so hard. I loved Bob Iger, like deeply, romantically. I loved him, and you bought me, didn't you? Yeah, you bought me his biography,
his memoir,
Part The Ride of a Lifetime, Part 1. That was, I don't think he hadn't stepped down yet at that time when he wrote that book. But it was a really great book, and it's a great book about like leadership in general. And it was so good. So I felt like a personal connection because I read his book, and he did so many great things for Disney
at the time
when he was there the first time. I feel like, what was that guy's name? The other Bob.
Bob Chapek.
So the Chapek comes in and messes everything up. But I also think it's unfair to blame it solely on him.
I
because
think Chapek
he
was the patsy. Like
he was a scapegoat.
The fall guy, yeah.
Because he came in, Iger left, and Chapek came in during COVID.
Yeah.
And so that was really hard, and it's a huge shift in all of the industries that Disney is a part of. And so then when he failed, Iger comes in to save the day, but then I think realized like, oh shit, I can't save the day when everything's on fire.
But I don't.
And has had to make hard decisions.
No, but I don't think that's the thing. I don't think it's something that it's fires that like Chapek made necessarily, right?
I don't think Chapek made.
I think it's just it's everything that's happening. Like it's the world, and they are not faring it well.
They're not faring it well, like at all.
Yeah.
Everything keeps getting
because
more and more expensive.
Streaming, like their streaming strategy has been horrible. Their Star Wars strategy, their Marvel strategy, like everything has
Their
gone.
park strategy is now take away all the things we used to give guests for free and either take it away completely or charge for it.
Yeah.
And that's not a good feeling. You
Take
don't.
away their their multiple $1 million resorts
Yeah.
after a year, 2 years.
I was like, oh, what's that? Tell me more.
That sounds intriguing.
Interesting. Was there a theme? But then they announced that they're doing layoffs at like Disneyland, I think.
So
It's just like, anyway, why are we on this bummer topic? Because of Ben Solo? Is that how we got here?
yeah,
All right, moving on.
it's just
Next.
more. It's just wild to me that it came up because it's been like very quiet Star Wars news, and that comes up, and it's just like, So are you like really just trying to anger us, or
I feel like
why did it come up? That's
Yeah.
my thing. Is why did it come up?
Why did it come up? I think that is the big thing. I would be very curious to know where the leak started, where it came from, and if it was like Steven Soderbergh is saying like, oh, yes, I can, if this rumor is out here, I can confirm that it's true. But was he the one that leaked it? Or was he just like reacting to it being leaked, you know?
Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, what do we have to look forward to next with Star Wars? I think, did I see Visions came out? I think a new season of Visions came out.
Is it out?
Yeah. I think it
Okay.
came out like this week. As well as that, I think it's called Twisted Wonderland.
Oh,
Which
the
is
anime.
Star Wars take on an anime, which I think has already existed.
Yeah.
But now it exists for us. Joe says Visions version 3 came out yesterday.
There you go.
I'd be down for that. Thornwolf says Sigourney Weaver in Star Wars. Oh yeah, we saw some. Didn't we see some like little promo photos of that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, yes, we love Star Wars. Clearly, we love Star Wars, right? Star Wars is 100% in like
In
a
our blood.
little. It's in our blood, but it's in a lull right now. There's nothing really new. Visions, yes, okay, fine, but like that's not gonna excite an entire fandom.
Oh, didn't I show you? There was a Star Wars manga coming out too.
You did not share that with me.
I think there is.
Oh, that's cool.
So I mean, again, I think
Wait, did you?
story wise, yeah, I think I did. But story wise, it's still like kind of there. But
Oh wait, a new cartoon of Rex after Order 66. Didn't you tell me there was something?
it's not Rex. It's a manga of
That's what it was.
of like a clone.
After Order 66.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Oh, okay. Yeah, you did tell me about that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
anyway, it's in a lull right now. And so I feel like anytime any kind of Star Wars comes out, everybody's like, and it's the only thing to talk about because that's all we have.
well, and again, because I feel like you didn't live through the time that there was no Star Wars.
I was not as big of a Star
Yeah.
Wars fan
So
at
it
the
was like
time.
when there was anything, you were like, oh, look, like here's this.
Yeah. We also just didn't have the kind
And
of
so
access to
I think this is also kind of what it feels like. It feels like that, where it's like it's quiet. There's not really that much going on with it, but we know something's coming. We
know something's coming.
Mano Grogu's coming. Like we know Ahsoka's coming. Like we know these things are coming. So we could. There's this safety net.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have to go. Wild and changing screens over here.
Is that what you did?
I'm going wild. Be desperate for some kind of Star Wars. You're kind of like, something's coming.
It's
I
coming.
got to be patient. I
Right.
got to be wait. But-
I think the other part of it though is we did not have access to literally everybody, or I guess not everybody had access to just get online and share their opinion about everything. Like when the last lull happened, say before the sequel trilogy, there wasn't this social media. I mean, social media was a thing, but I don't feel like it was as saturated as it is now.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of just my vibe with everything right now. I'm like, and I really and truly don't want to seem like a Debbie Downer. I'm actually very happy in my life right now. But I just feel like and it's not even the fact that everybody can get online and share things. So maybe there are people that shouldn't share their opinions online. Maybe I'm one of those people. Who knows? But it feels like there's just,
Sarah, don't say anything.
it just feels like there's, I don't know. Like when we doom scroll at night now, like especially over the last week or so, I'm like, this isn't even entertaining. Like, it's not it's like sometimes like you get on a roll and there's some really funny ones or there's some ones that like really make you cry, but it just feels like it like pings all over the
Exactly.
place.
Grant the
And
dark
that's why I'm
times.
like, am I the problem? Maybe I shouldn't be online right now. Maybe I shouldn't be creating content. I'm feeding into the problem. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's weird times right now. Like I said, I'm very happy. It's not that I'm sad. It's not that I'm trying to be a Debbie Downer about it. It's just like I want like the old internet of like end of the world, Super Mario Bros, like the early YouTube videos.
You want brain rot.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
No, that's not brain rot. Oh,
It's brain rot, Sarah.
those videos were brain rot, but it was only because we had like 12 videos to watch. And so we would sit there and watch Charlie the Unicorn.
So you want brain rot.
Maybe that's what I want. Maybe that's what I want. Everybody's saying the dark timeline. You had to dial up the internet first, right? Like you had to actually like make an effort to get online. It wasn't just like you pick up your phone and boop, it's there.
Yeah.
Different times.
You sound very crotchety.
I am very
Back in my
crotchety. I just
day-
had a birthday. Okay?
Back in
I'm
my day, I
feeling real
had to
old.
dial in to my internet.
It was a comment.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, my back didn't hurt all the time.
You have one birthday and
I know. I feel like, I mean, I just feel old. Really do. Lots of life. But yeah, so we've had a lot of stuff going on. We have Halloween tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to. But we're always just like, what is the absolute next thing in front of us? And we don't really look forward 2 or 3 steps or events ahead. So Halloween kind of hit our household this week.
yeah, I mean,
I think the plan tomorrow is like it has to be. We have to finish our costumes tomorrow.
Yep.
So we're finishing our costumes. We keep it super chill. Like we'll go do some trick or treating or whatever and pass out candy.
yeah.
I did some very I don't know if it's weird. Trying to be very inclusive. So
Yeah.
I wanted to just pass out candy that anybody could have or treats that anybody could have, whether they have like allergies or not.
Yeah, I mean, being aware, like
Trying
that
to.
there's people with some kind of allergy.
And it's an excuse to eat all of the Feastables that I bought from Costco 3 weeks ago. And there's very
You really
little
like
left.
those.
I really like them. I don't care so much for the Feastables, like the milk chocolate bar and the milk crunch bar. They're fine. And maybe they got tainted because they were
I
in a
hope
bag.
Mr. Beast is watching this.
I hope
because,
Mr.
like,
Beast is watching. This is
you-
a
you
free
re-
ad for you, baby. Listen up, Jimmy. But they sold. This really does sound like an ad now. So they sold.
This is not, but
They
We'd
sold a
love it to
bulk
be.
bag of Feastables, and it came with the milk chocolate bar,
wow,
the
an
stuff-
assorted.
a milk crunch bar, and then it came with the peanut butter cups. And those peanut butter cups are so good because it's like
Would you say better than their competitor in the orange package?
honestly 100%. Like they're so much better because when you don't think about it, but when you eat a Reese's,
You heard it here first.
Stop. When you eat a Reese's, the filling is dry and crumbly, and that's not weird when that's all you've ever had. But when you've had a true peanut butter cup and you bite into it and it's peanut butter inside, and you know me, I freaking love peanut butter.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's such a treat. I just take one tiny little one after dinner every night. That's my little treat. I eat enough of my protein that I can have a little treat. Wonderful. KD says Stevie, aka Wreckers, passing out Pokemon card packs he got from Costco or Sam's Club. We actually did that for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Is we would pass out Pokemon cards
Until the kids kept coming back and getting all the Pokemon
for
cards.
real. You're like, man, I'm trying to keep these for me.
Or no, they would just like keep coming back with the little mustaches on. You're like, get out of here, kid.
Put the little mustaches on. We don't have anything like really cool to pass out this year. I have all like some of the old stuff from last year, but then I bought little like squishies off of Amazon, and apparently, and I didn't know this, so heads up if anybody is trying to be allergy friendly, Dum Dums and Smarties are actually like pretty allergy friendly.
Because they're just sugar.
It's just sugar, I guess. And
a little droplet of
like a food coloring.
grape flavoring.
Yeah. But it was I bought like a variety bag of the two of them together. I had to reach out to my friend who's got a lot of food allergies. I was like, help. What do I do?
What can you eat?
What do I do? So yeah, so we've got that. That'll be fun. And then I'm on the Disney Destiny in 2 weeks. A week and a half. 2 weeks. It's coming up.
Yeah, soon.
I was on a call.
I'll be babysitting.
You can't babysit your own children, Steven. We've been through this. But yeah, I was on a call with them this week and they like urged us to dress up, which apparently they always urge you to dress up in like themes and stuff. I was like, oh no. Oh no.
Oh, darling.
Oh.
But like Edna mode.
Would she be a hero or a villain though?
I think she's a hero, or she like.
She's a hero, right?
Yeah.
She's a hero assistant, an assistant to the heroes.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a bad title for her. She's a hero in her own
she's a
right.
hero.
I do have, which I was thinking of bringing my Elsa pirate costume for Pirate Night.
That'd
Is
be
she a
cool.
hero though? I feel like that's, I don't know. I mean, I guess she is, but she also is kind of the villain if you think about it. Like, yeah, she kind of saved her town, but it really was Anna, but she was the villain in that she like froze over the town
in the first place.
Yeah, maybe not. I've thought that through longer than the 2 seconds I had the idea earlier, and I have now ruled that one out. Danny says, just got back from Disney. What did I miss? Like, right now? Like, you just drove home? What's going on?
Or you still at Disney. You're still at the parks.
Are you still there? Are you living that sweet life of just, like, being in your Disney resort room? You just got some chicken tendies and fries because the food court's about to close.
Ooh.
You turn on the TV, it just switches
So
from...
I'm closing my eyes and just imagining it.
It just switched from the Disney bedtime stories that you've heard a million times back to the Disney shorts.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Danny's at home. Never mind. Forget all of that. That's exciting, though. What'd you do when you were there at Disney? Tell me. Jeffrey says Steven will parent while Sarah gets new content for the channel. Basically, yeah. That's the whole reason I am going on this is because I am the marketing director for our agency. She was like, I need you to get the content for this. Yep, Thornwolf will be in Disney very shortly. I don't know if Joe's still in here, but Joe's got a trip coming up. Lots of people going to Disney. You know who isn't? Us.
Not soon.
So not soon
Not too soon.
enough.
Not soon enough. Yeah.
Not
there you go.
soon enough.
Not soon enough.
But good Lord, our annual passes are not kind of staggered, but a little bit staggered. Anyway, I had to renew one of them.
This is like a gripe. When you told me, I was like, why can't they just do it all to like, just move it together?
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I really don't want to pay that bill.
That's true.
It's
just very annoying.
It is very annoying
because like it ends up being pretty much that, but you're getting hit like nonstop.
What sucks for us
nonstop.
is we're getting hit with one of
it's
our
like
annual passes.
if you have a family, right?
Yeah.
A family of 4, we're getting hit 4 times.
But the worst part is we get hit once before Christmas and then 3 times right after Christmas.
Yeah.
And it's like,
That's what I'm saying.
are you kidding me? Like, it's so expensive.
Like, let me do payment plans up to a point and then like make this my new
If
month.
you live in Florida, you can have a payment plan.
But like make this the new month. Like they basically shift it.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Instead of it in December and January. So like if you're ever getting like a Christmas present, whatever, don't do it during that time because you're gonna regret it later.
Oh,
like if
well,
for
it's
Christmas, like if you're
it's when you
birthday,
activate. That's the problem. It's whenever you activate the annual pass. So what happened was, our daughter, you have to start paying for a ticket when they turn 4, and our daughter had turned 4, but we hadn't been to the parks until December, so it activated like mid-December, and so that's why hers is then.
Yeah.
But then for us, ours are all together because we've purchased them all together. Like, why
I just wish it was like
I wish it was
in the
not.
summertime.
Yeah, I wish it was in summertime. That would be great.
So
Or maybe like in April, like right after bonus time frame.
when are you going to Epic?
That's a great
That's a
question.
Great question.
We have truly zero plans to go to Epic, and not for lack of want. It's just, did you hear me say I had to renew an annual pass to Disney? We have to go to Disney.
Here's bitching about paying for annual passes.
God, Yeah, it's it's not that it's cost prohibitive, but the thing is, like, we can go to Disney. We pay a lot of money once or twice a year to go to Disney, and then it feels like it's free when you walk in the parks because we've already paid for it. With Epic, like, you've got a price tag on that one specific
They
day.
are gonna start doing, uh, like, Park Hopper, right, with all the other parks now?
They're gonna start doing Park Hopper happens in 2026, and they're gonna start doing multi-day tickets to Epic, which they have not been offering multi-day tickets. Um, so we're gonna wait. Jeffrey says I liked Epic, but I made some mistakes when I visited. I'll learn from them. Tell us your learnings because you just went a few weeks ago. So I'd be curious to see what you think on
I
it.
I definitely would wanna do if and when we do it,
We will
I would wanna
eventually.
do it more at a slower pace, so that way we're able to go do everything and not feel rushed to do everything,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Because I know, like, our habit is, like, "Okay, let's go to try to do everything, rush everything, and not really get to experience it," whereas, like, I'd rather just take the time, go do it, and then, like, is it worth it coming more, or I'm okay now.
Yeah. I almost feel like I would want 2 days at Epic just so that we can like slow down and do everything. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't know when it'll be. Everything is so up in the air for 2026 right now. Like I said, that, yeah, rain shuts down a lot. I think there's only like 3 rides that are open when it's raining or something crazy. And even those rides go down for like technical
Wow.
issues. Like so you can't go during the rainy season.
Yeah.
So we have to go like, I don't even know when. There aren't
When
even
yeah,
like,
it's like when it
there
doesn't
aren't
rain in
slow
Florida?
season. Yeah. Jeffrey says, my big mistake was thinking it opened a few hours earlier than it did. I spent an hour waiting for the gate to open, not the entry gate, the one from the parking and bus area. Oof.
And
Oh,
doesn't
that's
it
rough.
close pretty early too? I think so, right?
Yeah, I think so. All the Universal parks close fairly early compared to like Disney parks. Um, yeah, I want to, like I said, I want to go. We haven't nailed down our 2026 travel plans yet. We have
Yeah.
maybe we have some Mosh news coming out soon. Who knows? Who knows? Um, Maybe very soon. Mm. But we've got that.
Calm down, Mike.
We've got some other stuff we're working on for 2026, trying to figure out maybe that London trip. Um, so yeah, it's just a lot going on. And that's the hard thing. I think people think we just go to Disney all the time just to like, we're at Disney, let's go like let's just go hang out and like go to the parks. But typically what we're doing is we're stacking Disney days on top of a work trip. So it's like when we go for, and it sounds crazy, like Good Journey for us is a work trip because we're there and we're hosting and we're, coordinating and doing a lot of stuff for it. So we may go in a couple days early and go to the parks for a couple days. And like, that's the fun stuff. It's all fun stuff, but like those are the days where we're not actively working and like doing stuff and we can just bop around.
Yeah.
But like a true, like, I don't think I can't tell you the last time we've just booked a trip to go to Disney. Just,
I mean, we
I guess New
during
Year's.
spooky, we got to just like relax in the hotel.
But the only reason we did do that.
You worked. We didn't.
Okay. And that's it, is that it was a work trip.
We got to just like
Oh
sit in
my
the hotel.
God. And we stayed at the Contemporary, not in the main building, which I really would have liked to have been in the main building. However, we were in, which I'm a terrible travel agent, I will admit. I didn't realize that Contemporary had 3 separate buildings.
It
Just kind of like
one
blocked
is
my brain. So there's the main building, that's the one that everybody knows, which is kind of like pyramid-y shaped. And then there's Bay Lake Tower, which I think everybody else knows. But then there's the garden wing, which is like hidden and tucked back behind the main building. But the rooms there were huge.
yeah, they were
They were
pretty big.
so big. And so we went there. We were there for Spooky Explorers Club, which was so nice. The accommodations were really nice. We had like that one. We had a really good group rate on. So y'all got to live it up.
Yeah, it
I was
nice.
out there getting scared and going to ghost tours and hearing scary stories. Chances don't lie, you're always having fun at Disney. Well, I have fun when we go, but it's always tacked onto a work trip.
Good con.
KD says Thursday before C2E2 if they're, then come to Disney with us. Dano still has all your bracelets. Oh my gosh. If we ever get those bracelets, it'll be a miracle. If Dano has them, it will be a miracle to get them. Jeffrey says, interesting as most of my Disney World visits are part of larger trips, mostly for sailings. Yeah, that's how most of it is too. So it's typically if we're organizing a cruise or we're going on a cruise,
Make a little quick stop.
We'll make a little quick stop while we're there. Why not? I'm not doing that this time for the Destiny preview because it sails out of Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, so you got to go straight over there.
Yeah. Thormo says, definitely want to go to Spooky Explorers Club in 2026. I haven't started planning that one yet. But I need to. I need to put out an interest form in that one because the last 2 years we've done it at Disney World, but I've seen some interest for Disneyland. I've also seen some interest for Epic. So it very well could be.
They got the monster stuff.
Exactly. And there's Halloween Horror Nights. There's all kinds of stuff. So it's like, it very well could be that our first Epic trip is a work trip. Katie says, I know. I think I've already remade the ones for the Sunfields. Jeffrey says, at least Fort Lauderdale Airport is very close to Port Everglades. It very much is, which I like. Miami Airport, I think, is really close to the Port of Miami, too, if I remember correctly. I think so, right? Not as close. Fort Lauderdale, literally, it's like 10-minute drive. It's wonderful. So I wish I had like an earlier flight home afterwards. It's not bad. It's like I don't know, like 1 or 2 or something like that. But all my other friends were like, oh, my flight's at like 10 a.m. You think I'll make it? I'm like, yeah, I do actually. Wish I could make it. I'm going to be like the only one sitting there at the airport just waiting to go home. Disneyland would be harder to do, but you never know. I know, but the fun thing about doing Disneyland is you could do Oogie Boogie Bash. But what scares me about doing Oogie Boogie Bash is then I would then have to secure tickets in advance for all of our whole group without knowing who's going to sign up for it, which is fine. Like, that's fine because we can cap the amount of people that can attend the event. But yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I also just don't know. I know Disneyland decently enough that I could like host and coordinate a group of people through it. Probably. You gotta get somebody to come show you. And yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Get somebody to walk you through.
Are you offering? You have a very good sense of direction.
No, I'm not me. I mean, I do. I thank you. I appreciate that compliment. But no, I'm just saying we have plenty of land friends.
Oh yeah. Jeffrey says, I think my flight home from Good Journey 3 is at 3:00, but it's that or a non-direct flight. I don't even think that it's like a bougie thing, but if I can help it, if it's an option, I will always book the direct flight. Like, I love a nonstop. Yeah. You get me off an airplane and tell me I have to sit there and then get back on another airplane in like an hour or two. Yeah. Even Japan, we flew direct. Chad says, guess who's going to be at Disneyland Paris for Christmas? That's exciting. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. That'll be super fun. Yeah, Joe says nonstops all day. Yeah, I love it. I feel bad. I forget who I was telling the other day. Maybe my mom was like, that's why we stopped visiting. Sounds so bad. That's why we stopped visiting our family up north, is because they stopped nonstop flights to Boston. And I'm like, I can't. I'm sorry. Don't look at me going to New York City all the time. But there's none to Boston anymore from where we go. I'm like,
they're making that choice.
I'm making that choice, man. It's nonstop or bust for me. I can't tell you the last time we had a layover.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I think the last time I had to go to like upstate New York for a funeral like 3 or 4 years ago. I was just like, oh my. It feels like the longest day ever when you have a layover.
I mean, because it feels like a whole day that you're just like flight after flight.
Oh, and I'm a Southwest princess. Like, I have just the things that I like whenever I travel now. And there's free Wi-Fi now on Southwest. Here's another commercial. Here's why I love Southwest. I can't
this
even say
another. Brought to you by
T-Mobile, who now has provided free Wi-Fi on Southwest if you watch a 30-second ad featuring Billy Bob Thornton in a hayfield. I'm not lying.
How many times have you watched it?
Twice, because it started on Friday when we flew to New York. So I had to watch it once then. I did learn once the ad starts, you don't have to watch it. Like it says it's an unskippable ad, but all it does is take you to like the Southwest landing page. So if you're not looking at like the in-flight entertainment or anything, you can just.
You're already connected.
So I watched it one and a half times. But then I saw you watch it.
I wasn't watching it.
Oh. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a little Southwest. I love my Southwest flights, man. They're changing. They're taking away. They're following the Disney model. They're taking away all of the stuff, and they're moving away from good customer service and customers first.
So we'll see.
But for now, I remain a Southwest girly. Jeffrey says it was nice flying to London and back. On my last trip, I did first class on Spirit.
Oh.
They had great Wi-Fi. I watch live TV. Oh,
Nice.
that's nice. That was the one thing. We travel a lot, but we actually don't travel nicely. I don't know. We're not.
Very budget.
We're very budget when we travel, and we do that with intention so that we can travel more, so we have more money to travel. I would rather suffer a little bit to be able to go on 2 trips than to like live it up and just go on 1 trip.
Yeah.
It's not everybody's philosophy, and that's fine. So we flew like the most budget of airlines. Like we saved thousands of dollars on our flights to Tokyo because we flew the most budget of
But we
airlines.
spent all the money in Tokyo.
So brother, that poor credit card is still like limping along. But our flight didn't have like TVs and the seat back.
Oh yeah.
We had chargers, thank God, but there was no Wi-Fi. I don't even think there was an option to buy Wi-Fi, or maybe there was, but they're like, don't even bother. It's not gonna work.
I felt there was
Wi-Fi?
Yeah. Maybe not. I don't know.
I don't think there was.
No.
But it was like, those were long flights. Jeffrey says, yeah, Southwest is hellbent to be just another airline. I know. It makes me so sad, the changes that they made. Again, I feel, because I listened to like a single podcast interview with the founder of Southwest. And it's just like, it started in Texas. So like already you feel a connection to it. But it was just like it's just this like larger than life personality. It was a great interview. You guys really understand like how Southwest was formed and the philosophy of it, and that they were always putting their customers first. And then with all the changes that they've been rolling out, they're like, actually, now that he's died, it's all about the bottom line.
Yeah.
Being in the black. And it makes me really sad because I really feel like I was a big advocate for Southwest for the longest time. I'm going to stop saying that name now so they don't come for me and see that I'm talking trash. I loved you. I still use you. I'm not happy with you right now. Put it that way. I'm very disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. Thanks, Nate. Nate, you've been really quiet. Did you just show up? Because it's almost time. We only have a few more minutes
Came in
before.
to say, hey, don't forget to like the stream.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, subbies. But yeah, do you want to share the project that you've been working on? I think it's relevant to this group.
It's, again, I think it's kind of a bit of a justification for a new printer. Like I'm wanting something new. So I'm like, oh, I got like a big project I got to work on.
I think what you're doing is you're starting a very big, very complicated project so that when it fails, like maybe 2 or 3 times, you're like, it's got to be the printer. I need a new one.
I mean, again, you know me well. No, there was like a period where the motivation, the inspiration to be creative wasn't there.
Yeah.
Or maybe I was just like felt too busy, for whatever reason, just laziness on my part.
And that's okay.
And again, our little trip, it was like a breath of fresh air. And
a weekend getaway.
And I was like, you know what? I always get this idea of like, oh, I want to make something for a reason. Like make it for a reason. And I decided, you know what? I got a printer. It's kind of just sitting there. Let me print something just to bring me joy.
And what brings you joy, my love?
Gundam. Like making little Gundam figures, little robots.
Oh, like a little Gundam figure.
I like making those as well.
The little
because I have a printer, I could
Uh-huh.
print it any size.
Uh-huh.
And so one of the like amazing things when you go to the stores, they have like big statues. So they have like person size Gundams there. And so I've decided like, oh, you know what? Let me do that. I'm not putting any kind of like, oh, I'm going to do this like pressure on myself. It's more of just a hobby pressure of just kind of like, I'm going to do this on the side.
Yeah.
Whenever I have time, I'm going to sit over here and mess with it. But it's been nice because like I'm kind of getting back into, it's like riding a bike, like messing with the 3D models and stuff like that and trying to figure it out. So it's like a bit frustrating because you're like, there's new things and like it's not working the way it used to work. But once you get the hang of it, you're kind of like, oh, this is kind of easier. Like this is better. So I'm just kind of.
I think it's just funny that you went from like, I haven't really printed anything in a while to I'm going to print a human size Gundam.
Well, but I mean, again, I print up like big things. So it's not like oh, you've never printed it up anything big. This is just going to be more direct. I think the
human size? You have not printed anything human size.
Like armor.
This is, but not like full.
So again, this is just kind of that next step of it.
I guess so.
But again, I
Slowly
don't need it
easing
for
us into.
anything. So there's not a rush to do anything.
Ooh, Dawn is 3D printing an R2D2. See? Where's my R2D2?
We'll get to it. I need a printer.
Oh my God.
This one's busy.
Have a printer.
This one's busy.
What about the one next to it?
No, that one's dead.
Don't just trust me.
Yeah,
It's dead.
it doesn't work. Don't worry about it.
Jeffrey says depend on the size of human. Very true. Actually, that's actually really sweet because when I say we do everything together. But when you were building this, the
our
very first BB-8, it was as tall as our son. Oh my God, he was so little. Nope. I'm a real emotional right now, guys. Thornwolf says Andrea and I have a Glowforge Aura on the way. Oh, here's the problem. I would love to take you up on that. I will not give you any runway.
Good
I'll be like,
leather
I
stuff.
need this in 2 days. And that's why we have to have these things because we just like decide on
an idea. You're like, oh, I should make this. I need a tool for that.
I didn't even tell you guys what I'm going to be. I'm going to be Nami from One Piece because I couldn't get a straw hat. I wasn't going to shell out $35 for a dress vest that I was never going to wear. And I wasn't going to spend a cheap amount on the really cheap polyester Luffy costume with the open vest and wear that. So I was like, I'll just be Nami. And so I bought a Nami costume and then I bought the cheap cosplay wig. And I got it in last night and I washed it. It looked good, but now it looks even worse than ever. The point that it's at right now, because I crimped it. I spent like an hour crimping it before we got on the live stream. It looks awful. It looks so bad. I'm like, I can't put this on my head yet. So I still have a lot of work to do on it.
I mean,
but like I said, I decided on Tuesday what I was going to be. So it's like, I never have the forethought. I'll tell you this, we're about to announce the next moshes. I don't know. I know what we're doing. I know the themes of them. Will I start my costume any more than like 2 weeks before? I'll think about it. Will I think about the execution and all the stuff that I need to do? No.
But yes, Brent, I have seen it. That is kind of the inspiration, is like having this big statue. Sarah's like, what do you need a statue for? It's like, why not?
I never asked you that. I don't care.
You asked me like, well, what are you going to do with it? I'm like, it'll just be there. It'll be a statue. So
the thing that scares me about it, I don't like human-sized models. Because what if they come to life? What if somebody?
Awesome
what if somebody breaks into our house?
And it scares them.
That's fair. Actually, that's really good. I didn't even think about that. What if they climbed inside of it? It's like a suit of armor, and they climbed inside of it, and we just walk by.
I'll make it
unknowingly,
like retina access only.
I thought what you should have done. We don't have the cameras like that in our house. Our cameras don't move the way those do. But you've seen them.
Oh yeah.
Where they like print the little Gundam armor, and then they have the mask over the eye, and so it like turns, and it looks like a little Gundam like surveilling. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. I can't drop the Mosh info. I can't do it. Oh my God, Jason. He says, I've got you guys on in the background while I've been working on Wicked assets.
Ooh.
We do. No thanks to me. You don't have tickets. But me and our daughter have tickets because I have a very good cousin who also loves Wicked and was like, hey man, tickets are on sale. I was like, well, oh no. I was like, I'm in the office. What do I do?
Yes.
But yes, so we have them. And because Amazon Prime, if you're an Amazon Prime account holder, you can go see it like a couple days beforehand. And so my cousin was able to like figure all that out and bought us tickets. So excited. So excited. I heard it was probably your work. I heard like the trailer, one of the trailers, like the shorter versions for social media today. And I was just like, oh my God. It's just like something about that music just like hits my soul in a certain way. So excited. Should I dress up for that? Maybe. Will I start a costume in time? No, I won't. I'll wear the Spirit jersey you gave me. I don't need to. I don't need to dress up. I got a Spirit jersey. Rose says we plan to watch Wicked if it's still playing when we get back from Walt Disney World. I bet it will. Oh, Cynthia and Ariana both have a brand new song. You're so lucky to have the job that you have, and you get to hear all of it. And I was thinking today, I was like, when will they release the soundtrack for that? I did see another funny here with all my reels. That it was like Steven Schwartz was like, oh, I'm gonna release new music for Wicked for Good, and I'll be sure to win the Oscar and get, I don't know if he's up for an EGOT or whatever, but he's like, I'll be sure to win an Oscar finally.
Isn't there a new letter for the EGOT?
Oh, is there?
I don't know. I thought there was like
I don't know.
Some new award.
But anyway, it was talking about how it was like, you know, it's a sure win. Like Wicked last year was such a lock. Like it's a sure win that he'll win like best original song. And then it was like K-pop Demon Hunters comes along. I was like, ooh. I was like, you can't pit those two against each other for me. You can't.
And EJ's doing a lot of stuff now too. She's got her
a new
single
song coming out.
Yeah. I saw this one interview she was doing. She was like tearing up. Dude, I'm like in my emotional phase.
You're in your feels too?
I'm in my emotional era.
Oh my gosh,
because I saw like I'm getting like all the stuff, and it's just like she was talking about the movie and the songs and stuff. And you're like, oh yeah.
I think it's just so beautiful, and I think like for the singing actresses, I feel like have been highlighted more recently than the voice actresses. But the fact that all of the struggles that the girls faced in the movies, like they faced in real life, like EJ went through like the K-pop academy and was like trying to make it and didn't make it and had so much like bitterness and everything and shame from all of that. And now she's like freaking out here sealing the Hanmoon. Oh my God. That just makes me so happy. I may need to go watch K-pop Demon Hunters or Wicked. Oh, which one? How do I choose?
You can maybe have like one eye.
Here's the deal. Your iPad on the bed.
Maybe you could watch it together and then like it syncs up like the Wizard of Oz and Dark Side of the Moon type of thing.
Oh man,
like,
could you imagine?
Somehow the songs.
Just imagine like Cynthia and Ariana, EJ, Rayami, Audrey Nuna. They just like sing in like perfect harmony at some point. Wouldn't that be beautiful?
You figure it out, like when to play it. When the
Listen, I'm gonna start DJing and I'm just gonna mix. It'll be like 1 and 1 back and forth. Don't tempt me, okay? Maybe I could do it.
There you go.
Nobody would listen to that playlist except me. But I'd have a good time. All right, I think that's it. Is it time?
It is time.
Oh, it is. We're a little over time even. Well, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yes.
This has been fun.
Feels good.
It does feel good.
So, happy Halloween. However you celebrate it.
Happy.
Go eat some candy. Not too much.
Not too much. Watch yourself. Eat some protein too. Life is a balance. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thanks, everybody.
See you guys later.